Yeah, hello, it's me again. When I saw the theme for this month's Curiosity Guild, I thought, my, they created this just for me. So a little about me. I am not the friend to help you bury a body. But I am the friend you call if you want to make sure that the flowers in your tattoo have the right meaning, or to play flower oracle at a wedding to see what portents the bouquets contain, or to figure out which flowers to give that one coworker that look beautiful, but secretly say, you don't trust her as far as you can throw her. But Danielle, I hear you say, how did you get such arcane powers? Oh, come on, people. Thank you, I'm so glad you asked. Well, you see, dear audience, like any popular child, I spent my time reading Victorian books, specifically ones about etiquette or florography. Florography, or the language of flowers, is a symbolic language used to communicate sentiment through combinations of flowers. For as long as humans have been around, we have 1, attempted to make meaning of the world around us, 2, liked to have a way to communicate with our friends that not everybody else immediately understands, and 3, can be rather extra about matters of the heart. Florography started to be codified in the late 1700s, and the first published floral dictionary was Le Langlois de Fleurs by Charlotte de la Tour in 1819. From there, floral dictionaries started to evolve. They were popular in France in the early to mid 1800s, and popular in England and America in the mid to late 1800s. And some dictionaries, like the one on the left, was published in the beginning of the 20th century. Some books contain poetry that correspond to the flowers, while others had text about the history of the plant. Some books had illustrations, including illustrated example bouquets, and some books had a full section for bouquet suggestions, not all of which were lovey-dovey, and included a bouquet to tell someone that they are fickle, indiscreet, and effective, and therefore everyone hates them. Some books also contained more instructions for how to interpret, including helpful gems such as pinching off petals from a flower and discarding them aside to tell someone no. However, many books were little more than reference dictionaries that listed flowers and their associated meanings. And the meanings come from many resources, such as religion, such as the lotus, which is sacred in Hinduism and Buddhism. Mythology, also known as not my religion, as seen with Hyacinth, Apollo's sporty Spartan lover, which means both playfulness and sport. Language, such as pansies, which comes from the French penser, and thus mean you occupy my thoughts. Function, such as the poisonous oleander, meaning beware. Culinary use, such as lemon blossom, which means, I kid you not, zest. Temporal associations, such as the night-blooming moonflower, which means dreaming of love. Cultural associations, such as wealth and prosperity with wheat. And the plant's behavior, such as the aptly named sensitive plant, whose leaves reflexively curl up when you brush against them. However, even though many dictionaries had similar meanings for the majority of plants, there were differences that appeared regionally and over time. As an example, over time, the meaning of lavender shifted from acknowledgement to assiduity to suspicion, and finally distrust. While the various meanings could lead to a miscommunication, the ambiguity also provided plausible deniability in the face of social scrutiny. Oscar Wilde and other gay men of the late 1800s famously wore green carnations as a flagging symbol, and when asked their meaning, they said they meant nothing at all. So while it might be useful to give you bouquets to declare your true love, red roses, I thought it would make more sense to give you some practical examples that are useful in San Francisco. In honor of Oscar, we're starting off with the Move, I'm Gay bouquet, which includes floral representation for lesbians, bisexuals, trans, and intersex folks in a lovely lavender haze palette. Next up is, do you want to join our polycule? With flowers of abundance, pleasure, family bonds, accommodating dispositions, and overcoming jealousy. Keeping the pleasure going, we have heated rivalry and chill, which also includes being dazzled by the charms of either the gay hockey lads or perhaps the recipient of the bouquet. And after your night of heated rivalry, you can give your date a bouquet to say, their Waymo is here. which includes flowers that mean enchantment, travel, departures, and I am your captive. I'm sure much of the audience knows a friend or two in tech, so this is the bouquet to send when their new startup fails. I know. It includes sympathy and healing for their lofty aspirations, the transience of life and the education that comes with it, the false riches of pivots from woolen running shoes to AI infrastructure. And continuing on that trend, we have AI is not your therapist, which fortunately, Clematis stands for both intelligence and artifice already, so it is perfectly poised to be AI. We see our distrustful lavender once again, and white roses have long signified conversations held in secrecy when they are not adorning bridal bouquets. And finally, as promised, the bouquet to tell your friend to dump her shitty boyfriend. Maybe you've watched too many TikToks and you think he's a bit of a narcissist. Regardless, this person is not treating your friend right, and so you want to give her protection, the power to overcome, and the strength to leave. So let's raise a glass to buying your friends, lovers, and enemies flowers, and a good communication in whatever language you can get.